Two water! Military stunt! More! Hold on! Come on, Seth! Ready, go! Set, ready! Hunt one in!
Ain't doing nothing.
Trick 9, B! Set up! Fly trumpet! What do you got? Base 27 jump! 4! Oh, hold on! 22 water! 22 water!
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Gators will put total leather to crank us up. And he's not going to take the touchback. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. throw on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 10. Ideal position to make a run. But what do they need to avoid?
Well, I think you avoid the talks about me and where we're at, because that doesn't matter. This team's got a lot to prove. It's a very talented team, but they got to start the season off fast. That first impression makes a big deal in all these voters, Jesse.
Yeah, I think a lot of these players are hungry to prove that top 10 ranking is legit. But talking to some of their guys too, David, they actually feel like they're not ranked high enough. They actually feel disrespected being where they are, which is pretty amazing considering this is already a really great jumping point. I can't wait to see how they play today.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. With the catch, it's Combs. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Turning it on. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both of these teams and top 10 teams preseason. Now you get a chance to prove it. Like, now you get a chance to see who are the dudes on the squad. These are always fun early in the season, Jesse.
Yeah, it's going to be fun to find out what these teams are about because we've seen both teams beat up on weaker competition. We know they're both very talented, but let's see good against good and find out what they are.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, Dave?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Slithers into space. He's loose. Spins up, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. The inside handoff. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Caught in the backfield, it's Gay. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I mean, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a super return as he takes it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Nice play by the DB. Most people say offenses have the advantage, right? They know where they're going. They have the footing underneath them. Defensive guys, you still got to guess. You might be a little bit more cautious. No, sir, this defensive back does a great job breaking on the football, going up and making the INT.
Fires to the right. Oh, deep find a hole in the defense. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
On 1st and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Fit it in the window for the score.
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get things.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
They had a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
To the ground. He's got it again. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got the first down and more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
That's a really good-looking run. I tell you, it's not easy to start at the running back position for the Florida Gators. When you think of where they can recruit in the state of Florida and really nationally, they've got a lot of the best around the country in high school wanting to come play here. So it says a lot if you're RB1 in this offense, but this dude shows you why. Speed and playmaking ability all day long.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Talking to the coaches before the game, they wanted to start fast. This offense, man, not only have you not put anything together, the defense hasn't either. This game has gotten away from them early. They need to do a better job of protecting their quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Gators will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Combs. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. He picked up a big chunk of yardage there, and there will be Irish jigs going in the stands.
Yeah, and a lot of excitement. If they can find these down-the-field explosive plays and find a wide receiver out there they can depend on, this offense can really explode and take off to a new level.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. Hard-hitting tackle. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half for the home team.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really needed to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next.
There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's what he catches, big fella.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Finds his back in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Gators come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. Complete downfield. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. How about that play behind the line as they lose 5? Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Take this one away.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Zings it complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Finds his big tight end. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a 1st down. They get the conversion there. He used his size and nice moves to get past the chain.
And I like that. 3rd and short. Find the big fella, the soft hands, make a quick little move, make the completion, get the 1st down.
Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. The screen, he can go. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the 1st down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many 1st downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try the right side. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Duarte. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds a man on the left. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Demanio. Oh, he's got some space. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
At the 30. That's a first down for the offense.
To the air on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Give to the running back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Fires to the wideout. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. A strike downfield. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got the tight end. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Timeout, Florida.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Fires to the right. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Off-play action on first down. Looking for the end zone. Almost intercepted. They took a shot on first down and just about turned the thing over.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
Made another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Notre Dame will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now. And turning it on! Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Took care of it himself. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Great run there. While the Gators have had a long list of great passers, some dudes have done it on the ground. Anthony Richardson, Tim Tebow come to mind.
Yeah, those guys were unbelievable. And what are the
Deep shot for the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those...
Lots of running room. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
This offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field, score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Past the sticks, and he may get more. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Right on the money. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you can see this offense, man, they found something, and they want to push that ball down the field and be aggressive. They're not afraid to take shots and try to make these big plays. So if I'm a defense, man, I'm going to get back on my heels a little bit.
Unloads to the wideout. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Trying to take it back. He's a touchdown, Irish. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week in CUSA, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by a field goal over Kennesaw State. Implications galore inside CUSA, and we'll circle back should anything big happen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Oh, they're after him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Pulls it in. It's Combs. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another 1st down. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Snuffed out behind the line of scrimmage, and we have not seen much of that. What a day he's had so far.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
The Irish facing quite a challenge here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Got the quick pass. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down.
There are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter, but when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out, and that's exactly what they're doing now.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick, and I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
Yeah, and that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll leave it with him. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run it from the gun. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Caught behind the line. It's Demania. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. It's complete. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stopped short of the goal line.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that,
going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute good.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're dealing with a second and long. The give out of the gun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, you can feel the momentum a little bit, right? I mean, the fourth quarter has kind of changed, and this defense is settled in. Their offense has scored as well, so this is a big tipping point in this football game. This is a big possession because Uncle Mo is all on the side of the defense.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. With the catch, it's Duarte. There he goes. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defensive down.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field of play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
I personally love aggressive defense. I love it. Bringing the strong safety down, blitzing that sucker in there to get the quarterback. Boom. Get that guy on the ground. Nice aggressive play call by the defense.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Give to the back. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fires to the tight end. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds. Now on first down from the 30.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. The Gators want to crank the tempo. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. This time he's got his man. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
What a play by the quarterback there on a critical fourth down. He's able to extend the play, scramble, keep his focus downfield, find the open target, and they move the chains.
2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books now. 1st and 10 from the 44. Looking downfield on first down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
It's so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
Now rolling to the left. Makes the grab. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. This win, guys, if they can finish it off behind this passing attack today, figures to vault them several notches up in the rankings and serve notice of what they're capable of.
It's funny, we're watching this one now, and some people may be surprised because of the numbers besides each of the team's names. By the end of the year, though, this may have been an obvious decision because of how well this team throws the football, David. They are electric through the air.
And listen, it's still early in the season, but you're proving your passing attack, and you're proving you got an offense to be dealt with. And you're also putting this one on the schedule for the playoff committee to circle and say, there's a top 10 win. Please continue to rise me up the charts.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
And while the game is all but decided, why not try to get another one if you can? That's part of the fun, right? Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Hand off from the shotgun. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Yeah, and listen, this guy's had a good day. I know they're trailing and they need to put some drives together, but I also wouldn't abandon him because he's had such a monster day, and he's been the bright spot so far for this offense.
He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to run for it. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.